This is not the man I met. He is egotistical, he disrespects me.
This entire marriage has been forced upon me.
When you don't have trust, when you don't have that foundation, the relationship is over before it starts.
I'm at my breaking point. He has a problem with spending.
You have champagne taste on a soda water budget.
Yes,
What's
honey,
going on?
come on, champagne taste. It's about the taste, not about the budget.
I can't trust him anymore. The man that I married would never have done that.
I'm not going to advise her to try to make this work because I think it's dangerous. I think it's gone beyond that.
Previously on Divorce Court.
But you've been together for 2.5 years, but you are having a number of issues and on the verge of breaking up. And that's why you're here, you want to discuss these things?
Yes, Your Honor. I ended up putting a GPS tracker on his phone when he was asleep prior to when he lied, when the girl was staying in his dorm or whatever. The next following weekend, he had told me that, he had football practice on a Saturday, which I knew he was lying because I already called his coach and confirmed that he didn't have football practice. The next weekend, he comes home, he apologized. I give him a chance. I said, okay, we're going to try to fix it. He says, I'm going to take you out to tea. I get in the car, a store bag is on the floor. I look in the bag, he has a Plan B receipt. So,
Mr. Cambridge?
She lying. She had no reason going in my car, getting every piece of balled up paper in my car, reading it, opening it up, reading all the little pieces of paper, reading every receipt.
So she called the coach, you said it was one time, not several times.
She tried calling several times.
I would call him again because he stole my car when I had to go take my son in transportation to get some milk. My baby is an 8-month-old baby. He needs to have milk.
He stole your car?
So he ended up taking my Mustang, driving it to his college without me having any transportation. My son didn't have no milk, so of course I'm calling your coach.
She lying.
I call him again too if I need to.
I'm in school with the Mustang because I left her the 4-door car that we have.
So he didn't steal the car, am I right?
He took the car without my permission.
She stole the car.
Okay, all right. So the two of you don't agree on that. You don't agree on a lot of things. You say that she called your coach. You admit to it. You called his coach, got his coach involved in your personal affairs.
No.
Because yes, you did. Yes, you did. That's exactly what you did. You called his coach. His coach doesn't have anything, unless his coach owns that car. There is no reason for you to call his coach about the car that he was driving.
That's where the situation comes into where his mother.
Now, and then you call her boss, curse him out because he gave $100 to her as a gift.
No, and this girl, she want to call people liars. She's a liar.
Did you call her boss?
Yeah, I didn't cuss him out. It went on and it wasn't for my son's birthday, none of that.
What was it for?
It was for nothing. This girl is saying,
for nothing?
This girl is saying, Joe, my son needs shoes for daycare. My son needs shoes for daycare. He didn't need shoes. My son didn't need shoes for daycare. So instead of her just letting me come home from school and handle it, she gonna let this dude who we don't even know. My son has a dad, a granddaddy, a grandmama, a mama, and a great grandmama. You feel me? That dude didn't have to buy my son nothing.
So why did you call him?
Because we don't need that. Because she going over there making it seem like we need this, she want this and that. We got money, we had money. She just wanted to beg this man for something.
Okay, so you were upset and called him because he gave money for the shoes.
Facts.
Okay, but you say you just didn't curse at him.
I didn't curse at him. I didn't disrespect him or nothing.
Okay, now why do you say his mother is the issue?
The mother is the issue because even though me and Joe, we've been together for 3 years, we have our problems on and off, but we can always come to an agreement. We can sit down, come to an agreement, fix it.
Really?
Yeah, outside of this right here, we can always sit down and fix the agreement. We can always come up with something. His mom, she thinks she controls him, she controls me. She tries to control me, don't control me, but she tries. For an example, I was working with his mom at one point in time. When I'm finna get pissed. I'm sorry, I'm finna get mad.
So you mean to tell me we haven't seen you angry yet?
No, you haven't.
Okay.
I was working with his mom. I started working with her because, I just moved down here. Didn't have a job, just had my son. Anyway, so I started working with his mom. She controls Joseph. As far as when me and him get into it, she tells me, hey, you need to leave Joseph. She played two-sided way. She'll tell Joe, leave her, you leave Joseph, take Joe not right for you. He's this. She talks about her son to me and then turn around and talk about me to her son. So and then when me and Joe get back cool, he'll tell me everything she said about me. So it'd be like, you sitting here telling me stuff and then turn around telling her stuff. Telling him stuff, I'm sorry. So it'd be like, she's confused, he's confused, she controls him, he don't know what to do with her, she don't know what to do with him.
What do you have to say about that, Mr. Cambridge?
She's ungrateful. Ungrateful, unappreciative, you feel me? My mama did a lot for her coming from where she came from, and she was pregnant. My mama did. You know what I'm saying? My mother is here today, actually. You feel me?
Your mother's here today?
My mother is here today.
Bring her out.
What do you say she did?
She pregnant. She staying with my grandmama for free.
I pay his grandmother.
She staying with my grandmama for free.
I paid her, he lying.
She's not making no money. I begged my mama to give her. My mama has her own business. I begged my mama to give Tay this job with my mama. My mama came at like 11 o'clock, midnight, sat down with Tay and ran over everything that she needed to know for that job. Not only did Tay ended up getting good at it, Tay ended up being my mom's best worker. So, and not only did that, my mama made sure everything Tay needed was straight with work. Anything she wanted to do, she could do. My mama didn't put no restrictions on nothing she did. The thing, Tay is ungrateful though, and Tay listen to people that don't know me, that don't know my mama, you know what I'm saying? She letting people that never met her, that never been here, tell her that we trying to play her, we trying to finesse her. How are we trying to finesse her? And we've been doing everything for her since day one.
Definitely got
Your
finesse.
mom is here. Her name is Catina Cambridge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Juan, would you please bring Miss Cambridge out to court, please?
Definitely got finesse, and it was all fake.
Are you gonna go over by the podium?
Miss Cambridge.
Yes.
Thank you for being here today, ma'am. I understand that Mr. Joseph is your son, and of course you know Miss Polk. They've been in a relationship the past close to 3 years now, and they've had a number of issues. What do you have to say, ma'am?
Tajanea is, first of all, she's a liar. Second of all, she's ungrateful. She's very ungrateful. This girl came from Kansas. Joseph came to meet me in Milwaukee. She drove from there. She came back to Georgia with us, and I gave her a place to stay at my home. Well, a few months later, I see where, her character changed. She's a totally different person. So I told Joe she had to go, but I also allowed her to move in with one of our relatives because I knew she had nowhere to go and she had no money. Her checks were small. I knew she had a child that she needed to take care of. So when she started taking, when I hired her, brought her in, taught her everything she needed to know about the business, she became good at it. Then she got cocky. So she decides that every time she get mad at Joe, she want to have a problem with me. She leaving work, driving down to his school, because she mad, want to argue, trying to see what he doing. Always want to put GPSs on it and stuff. She want to read my text messages. She got mad because I told Joseph he needed to legitimize his son because she kept threatening to take the son away from him if he leave or if he didn't do what she wanted him to do.
She told me to put him on child support. That's a lie.
Hold on a second. Go ahead.
That is absolutely correct. Yeah, I did tell her. I told her to put him on child support because they were having problems. Now, I'm the middle person. I'm this person she coming to every day at work. Now I go home, he calling me. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna tell you what you wanna hear, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you're asking me, should you put this man on child support? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't care if it is my son, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna tell you what you wanna hear, ever. She called me, put me on speakerphone while she walking around the school looking for Joseph. She going in here, he ain't here. That GPS wasn't working too good. Then she found him. She knocking on the door. She busts in, all his friends there. I seen she was there such and such, but she never seen Joseph.
Promotional consideration provided by So she was driving down, tracking him, and you understand that she went to the school. What happened with that?
Okay, she went to the school. Now, I was on speakerphone with her when she went to the school.
She told me
when
that.
she was saying, she called me, put me on speakerphone while she walking around the school looking for Joseph. She going in here, he ain't here. She went to his dorm room, he wasn't there. That GPS wasn't working too good. Then she found him. She knocking on the door. She busts in, all his friends there. I seen she was there such and such, that such and such. Okay, but she never seen Joseph. Then she calls back, says, okay, he in the room with this girl, but they won't open the door. And she's out there arguing with the girl while I'm on speakerphone. So we ended that. That was the end. I don't know what ended up happening after all that happened.
Did you stay in school?
Did I stay in school?
He was
Talking about around that time?
I'm sorry?
After all that happened?
You said that, yes, after all of this happened, she's going down there, you're having these issues. What happened with school?
The coach called. She called twice.
That wasn't on me. That's because
she called twice.
Be quiet.
Okay.
She called that coach twice. That coach called and said he got personal issues and he's starting to miss practice. He was missing practice because he was driving home to see her and the baby every day. She wanted him home every day.
That's a lie.
You got kicked off the team.
Yes, ma'am.
Behind all of this drama?
All it is.
No.
Yes. Absolutely.
Did you speak to the coach?
I did.
And that's what the coach told you?
That's what the coach said.
I called the coach because his mama told me to call the coach on him.
I never told them girl to call
I called his
my
mama.
coach.
I said,
That's
Joseph
a no-no.
stole my
that's
car.
a lie.
I told her, you don't even know because she control
I know that's
you.
a lie.
All right.
Prime example.
You had an example. You had that conversation with the coach, and he told you he had too much personal drama.
Too much personal drama.
And it was affecting his.
It was
school
affecting
and
everything
else.
because
I believe the coach told you that.
and
I believe
and now you got the
because
campus
you do
police.
have too much personal drama. That's why I believe
he
the
do.
coach said
And he
it
do.
because you do.
But he also
And the two of you are no, because you're 22 years old. Are you kidding me? You're 22. All of this drama at 20 because you're so young, and you don't know anything about relationships. Because if you did, you wouldn't be acting the way you do. So now you've decided to have a child and be adults because you have a child. So now you're parents. So now it's a different conversation because it's a different level of responsibility. It is unfortunate. Obviously, you're distracted. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot going on. Because what's happening is the two of you are affecting each other's livelihoods. You are affecting each other's futures. And you say you love each other and you have a child together. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna ruin the way he's gonna make his living? You're gonna ruin his future? If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. You cross the line when you start calling the football coach. That's not your place. That is not your position. That is not, it was inappropriate.
Oh, I understand that, but Your Honor.
So there is no but. I'm speaking now. You don't call his coach. You don't put him in that position. And he doesn't call your boss.
Exactly.
Because what's happening is the two of you are affecting each other's livelihoods. You are affecting each other's futures. And you say you love each other and you have a child together. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna ruin the way he's gonna make his living? You're gonna ruin his future? Because he's not on scholarship, he doesn't finish school, now he's back home and he doesn't have a degree. Am I right?
Right.
Okay, big mistake because you're short-sighted. You're not thinking about the future. Now she has a job. So you call her boss, she has to work, she's helping to take care of the family. That could impact her having her job. These are mistakes that you're making. You have to learn how to, Miss Cambridge, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your testimony. But there's a lot that your child has to learn. Some of these things, ma'am, he's gonna have to learn on his own. He's gonna have to learn the hard way. And that's what's happening. As parents, we wanna give our children guidance, but at the end of the day, it's their choice. The choices that they make.
It's their choice. I understand he's legally 22, but if he calls to ask for my advice, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna turn away from him. If he asks me for my advice, does he need to be with her? No. Do you need to be with her to have a baby? No. You know how many people walk around that have baby mamas, baby daddies? You don't have to be together. I don't care.
You don't think this relationship is healthy?
No, it's
Because
very
she feel
unhealthy.
like she's in it.
It's very unhealthy. And if I'm in it, it's because you put me in it.
No, because she plays both sides. She told me to call the coach. She told me to do
I ain't told
everything.
you to call no
Doesn't
coach. Now,
matter.
you're not
It
gonna
doesn't
keep
matter.
telling that
You
lie.
did.
That's what you're not
You
doing.
did.
The reason the relationship is not healthy is because I'm in the middle of somebody that I loved when I met and my mama that I'm gonna love till I die. So, and then I gotta deal with her disrespecting my mom, and
She disrespected me.
never cool. Like, end of the day, I brought Tay in because at the end of the day, when she became my girl and we had our son together, I see myself marrying her. That means she family. No matter if confrontations happen, that happens between family in general. But the way she goes about it, that disrespectful, that's why my mom gonna always say, no, that's not the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But it's the way I feel like the maturity that she need is not there yet. She need to know her place. Like, even with my mama, if my mama get on me, yeah, I might, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth, but I know my place. I know I ain't finna bite the hand that feed me, you feel me? I ain't gonna burn no bridges. That's just me.
Your Honor.
So do you understand, but the two of you are living together now?
Mm-hmm.
So are you prepared to live on your own?
It's critical to the success of any relationship to draw healthy boundaries between your spouse and your in-laws. If you're ready to learn how to create healthy boundaries between the outside world while you're protecting the unit of your partnership, reach out to one of the licensed therapists at betterhelp.com/divorcecourt.
So but the two of you are living together now?
Mm-hmm.
So are you prepared to live on your own?
Oh, me personally?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay.
The thing is, though, like I said, we together, we live together, but with her not being from here, her being from out the state, and I got family here, I got partners here, stuff like that. So when it comes to arguments, I get kicked out of the house every day, every night. My stuff packed up right now because I don't know whether to hang it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you live together, but you really don't.
But you know.
You don't have a you have
not
a
my
home.
home.
You have a
against the
house,
home.
but you don't have a home.
Right.
Thank you, Ms. Cambridge. I appreciate you being here today. I've heard enough.
Your Honor, can I say one thing?
One thing, make it quick.
Joseph, he's controlled because he always tells me things. Oh, my mom, she's wrong. But then when he gets around her, he gets scared. Like, he's scared to say something because she'll cut his phone off. She'll take his card from him. He's 22, phone still her name. If he don't do what she tell him to do, she'll cut it off. She kicks him out. He go over there. She'll kick him out. She'll tell him, if you don't do this with her, you need to choose between your son and your girlfriend and his family. And Joe always come home and say, I'm tired of dealing with my mom, but I can't say nothing to her because I have to respect her. She's my mom, which is understandable. But you need to grow up as a man and be a man, or you're not gonna get respected by me.
Well, there's a lot that needs to happen here, because whenever the two of you have conflict, he says that you're kicking him out and he has to leave, he has to go somewhere else. So my advice to you is you do need to find a place where you can live. And so you're not in a tumultuous situation and you're being kicked out repeatedly. It's just not gonna work. You have a house, but you don't have a home. Because the one thing you want to have in a relationship when you go home is peace. Mm-hmm. That's what you want to have, and that's what the two of you don't have. And you started off really young, and the problem is you didn't learn any type of conflict resolution skills along the way. Because the way you've tried to resolve conflict, the two of you, you've just made things worse. Mm-hmm. And whether or not whoever involved Miss Cambridge in the relationship, the fact is she's witnessed a lot. And what I've seen between the two of you and what I've witnessed, you've got to take some time and really think about what it is you're going to do and how you're going to co-parent and raise your child. So now you have a son going on 2 years old, and he's witnessing everything, and he's watching, and he's learning, and he's observing. What is it that you want him to see?
To be honest, he can go. I don't care. He don't want to leave, so I don't care.
Okay. If you don't care, then this is the end of the conversation. Yeah. Then there is no work to be done. So going forward, you've got to get some independence and learn how to live on your own and manage raising your child together. Good luck to both of you.
The best piece of advice that Judge Faith had to offer me was basically, we can't fix it and just leave it alone. If Judge's gonna continue to be a mama's boy, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I feel like I still have a lot more work to do. I'm gonna see where his head is at, but other than that, like I said, if he can't fix what my problem is, then yeah, it'll be ended today.
The best piece of advice I'd say she's gave was really, if it's not working, just leave it alone. The main thing for me to secure my relationship is for her and my mama to squash the beef that they got going on. If that can't be stopped, if my mama and her can't get along, and it's gonna go like that for the rest of my son's life and the rest of my life, then yeah, we can dead this relationship.